break this down right away. I'm going to start with King Gabe Rosado. He is a fantastic fighter, very talented, very technical, coming from Philly. You know, he has that, you know, that background, very slick. Also, he has a heart of a champion, a warrior. He likes to fight. He likes to bring the fight, okay? He's not afraid to get hit, okay? And he's not backing up for any challenge whatsoever. He's a real warrior, one of a kind, one of my favorite fighters. I've been following Gabe Rosado's career for a very long time, for years now. And so I'm very happy to see him now, you know, with this big opportunity that he has, hopefully, you know, to bigger fights. Gabe Rosado also, he doesn't have the prettiest resume or, you know, career, because, you know, he has some ups and downs and wins some big fights and then loses some couple important fights. So his career has been very interesting. I mean, I always followed him and wonder, like, okay, I want him to win this type of fights, these important fights, so he can climb the ladder and face this bigger opposition, so he can shine. You know, he could be the star that he deserves to be, because he attracts fans. He's a very fan favorite, very exciting fighter to watch. But those important fights that he's been in, he loses those fights. It's usually in controversial fashion. So it's very disappointing to see, okay? But nonetheless, he's coming, you know, from, I feel I saw him winning the fight against Danny Jacobs, a very close fight, but I thought he won that fight by points. So I see that fight as a win. Also, his last fight against the kid from Uzbekistan, the bully, his nickname, he knocked him out cold, you know. So he won the championships, became a champion. Now he has, again, the opportunity to be on that position once again, okay? And it's crazy to see him and his career this far. Now, let's talk a little bit about his opponent. Obviously, again, he's facing a monster in Jaime Munguia, Mexico style, aggressive, very strong, about 10 years younger, undefeated fighter. And when I see that, that makes for an exciting fight, because style makes fights, guys. So having Jaime Munguia being the, you know, the aggressor, the aggressive fighter on top of you, not letting you breathe, and just very strong and tall, against the Puerto Rican fighter in Gabe Rosado. I mean, fireworks right there. Puerto Rico, Mexico, the styles that they have, it's just incredible. And also Gabe Rosado, obviously he fought David Lemieux, which is an aggressive, strong fighter. Also he fought Gennady Golovkin, aggressive, strong fighter. He lost those fights. So he again is facing a similar fighter. So I'm hoping that Gabe Rosado, I've learned from those past mistakes on those fights, so he can incorporate those lessons into this fight, fighting a 10-year younger opponent. So he can take advantage of his experience. He can take advantage of Jaime Munguia's youth, so he can use his experience as one of his best attributes in coming into this fight. So that's, you know, what I hope he brings to the table. Now I'm going to break down a little bit of the fighting styles of both fighters. I'm going to start with Gabe Rosado. Obviously, he's a very slick fighter, a very technical fighter. He likes to, you know, he stays on that classic boxing stance, and he likes to stay light on his feet. He has a lot of feet movement. He likes to keep his, you know, his left pretty high up here, and then his right, you know, about chin level. So he has that classic boxing style. He likes to move and just feint a little bit on the fighters, but he's always on his, you know, the balls of his feet. So he's dancing a little bit, he's dancing around and not staying there in the pocket, especially when he's fighting those strong fighters in the past. So that helps him a lot of times when he's fighting that way, because he's, you know, he has great reflexes, okay? So he's always moving and jogging around and kind of, squatting a bit and moving and jumping side to side. But what happens with that style when you're fighting a aggressive fighter, like let's say Gennady Golovkin, when he fought Gennady Golovkin was walking him down, and he had to just try to stay away from Gennady, and that made him tired. I mean, he got burnt out on the 7th round. He was already like. Also, Gennady is a super strong guy, so he was hitting, Gabe Rosado with some crazy hooks. He got cut, he started bleeding, so all those things got Gabe Rosado, out of the fight. But the reason I'm comparing that fight with this one is because Jaime Munguia is that type of, aggressive fighter like Gennady Golovkin, and I feel like that's what he's gonna do. That's what Jaime Munguia it's gonna do against Gabe Rosado. Okay, he's gonna try to walk him down and try to implement his body strength and power shots to try to intimidate and try to just out hustle King Gabe Rosado. Take him to the body and those power shots, and not letting him breathe, and on top of him all the time, and trying to get him overwhelmed. And what's interesting about this is that Gabe Rosado, he started training with Freddie Roach, and Freddie Roach has changed his style a bit. If you watch Gabe Rosado now, he's a little bit more aggressive, and he sits on his punches a little bit more instead of dancing too much, like he used to be in the past. With Gennady Golovkin, he was kind of dancing and moving around throughout the ring, not trying to get hit as much. But now he's taking more chances, and that's maybe it had to do with the point he is at his career. I mean, not much to lose. He has proven everything. I mean, he fought everybody. Everybody knows he's a warrior, and now he's probably saying, okay, I want Freddie Roach as trainer to teach me those, more offense, and just staying in the pocket and throwing more punches inside in the pocket, and just maybe taking a couple of hits, but being able to sit on his punches and connect those heavy blows, and that's, hopefully is going to help him in this fight, because we all know that Jaime Munguia is coming for blood, and he's going to try to walk down Gabe Rosado and put that pressure all those 12 rounds. But Gabe Rosado has that experience, okay? Because he's fought those styles already. He's seen that style in David Lemieux. He's seen that style in Gennady Golovkin. So he knows what to expect. Now, Jaime Munguia, on the other hand, doesn't have that experience because he hasn't been proved like that just yet. I mean, he's still climbing the ladder, and he wants to prove himself on the rankings by fighting legit guys like Gabe Rosado. I feel like this is Jaime Munguia's first real test. Okay, when I say that, is fighting someone with so much experience and on the ring and with different styles. He can adapt on the ring with different styles now. And I'm talking about Gabe Rosado. He can adapt in the ring now even more because he's training with Freddie Roach, and I've seen his his videos and stuff like that, and he's more aggressive on the ring, okay? And he already has that slick boxing technique, on his toolbox, okay? So he can move around and try to outbox Jaime Munguia for a few rounds and see how he feels in the ring and how Jaime Munguia reacts to that. And then once he figured out what Jaime Munguia is bringing to the table, now he can adapt a little bit more, and he's ready for those attacks by Jaime Munguia too. He's gonna be ready for that. He has to be ready because he's already seen that. Okay, so this is truly a great matchup, a great fight. One of my favorite fights of the year, to be honest, when it comes to those styles that they have and their backgrounds and everything that comes with it. The Mexico-Puerto Rico rivalry, the East Coast with the Tijuana guy, trained now by Eric Morales. And it's just so many things involved that it makes up for a very exciting fight, and I can't wait to watch this matchup. With that being said, guys, I hope you guys like this video, this breakdown and prediction. And I'm gonna say that I'm gonna be a little bit biased on my prediction in this fight. I'm gonna go with Gabe Rosado winning by unanimous decision. I really want to see him win big. He's towards the end of his career, so I want him to finish his career, maybe his last few fights at the top, because he deserves that. He's proven that in the past on what kind of fighter he is. So I hope he wins this fight either by knockout or decision, but I'm expecting a decision in this fight. Obviously, we know that Jaime Munguia is no joke. He is a terrifying monster in the ring. If he wins, it's going to be obviously by stoppage, okay? So with that being said, guys, thank you so much. Hope you guys don't miss this boxing match, and I hope you guys enjoy it. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very, very soon with another prediction. Peace out, stay blessed, stay ecstatic.